What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Into Somewhere Sports, episode 4. Again, I'm not going to allow DeMarco on this show because he knows nothing about sports, but I do have somebody that does know quite well about sports, and that is Isaiah. What's going on? How you doing?
What's going on, guys? We're back. Episode number 4. We have a lot to talk about. Not really, but we'll try to make it a lot.
It's probably going to be like a shorter episode because, like after the Super Bowl, like sports kind of die a little bit until baseball season starts picking up. So we're kind of in that transitional period where we're waiting for baseball season. There's about basketball, but I don't really follow that anymore because basketball has become a joke.
A lot of big trades in
NBA
basketball
fans out there. But I think it's just become a joke with how you can't even use defense really anymore. The sport is down so much. But we can talk about our Super Bowl reactions, how we felt about the game, and we'll talk about the halftime show.
That definitely sounds like a plan.
How did you feel about the Super Bowl overall?
Probably the worst game I've ever seen in person, other than the Denver and Seattle game back in the day. But this
100%.
was a pretty bad game. Halftime show, it was all right. The more I watch it, the more I get into it, just because of the visuals. I like the visuals. The pyro was pretty cool. I didn't understand what he was saying, but it kind of got me moving.
For me, I think this Super Bowl was kind of mid, personally. It got slow, and there wasn't really scoring until the end of the game, unfortunately. So, therefore, the first 3 quarters were boring as all hell, and I can't say I don't blame anyone for not liking it. And for the halftime show, personally, I know Turning Point USA had their own little shtick and recreated their own halftime
That
show.
was
I think
so
it could
bad.
rock.
Did you watch? It looked like they were lip syncing.
There was no syncing; it was just lipping.
It literally just lipping.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I think that was stupid. Why do you need an alternative halftime show? Because they're about saying we can't be divided, but here you are making a separate halftime show because Bad Bunny's performing.
Right? We should all just come together. Like, the separation in the country is just so sad.
I think every year in a halftime show, you're gonna get your country music, your rap music, your Spanish music. You're gonna get it all. It's all different.
You normally
cultures.
do, yeah. Because we've had Shakira, we've had Chris Stapleton at one point for the national anthem. We've had many artists from many places singing many different types of music, and I don't understand why this year was different to a lot of people.
In my personal opinion, did I like the halftime show? Not really, because I'm not really a fan of that type of music. I'm more country rock. I like all variations of music, but I don't care for music I don't personally understand, so it's not going to resonate with me, if you get what I'm saying. So I think Bad Bunny is a great professional wrestler. If you watch WWE, you know. I think, though,
he did pretty well.
I've never really been a fan of his music, but I do think it was a little silly of the outrage from a certain side on this. It was just something that shouldn't have even been a story, but here we are complaining about it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And for the people that didn't like it, I know this is about to be political. I don't know if the show's going anywhere now, but I don't think you're a racist for not liking the show either, because I think that was...
don't try to make it that way, you know what I mean? As long as you're not saying it's because he speaks Spanish, or he's Puerto Rican, or because he's not from America, even though he is.
Because there was people from the other side that exaggerated to saying, "Oh, you don't like it, that means you're a racist," kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
and
many people were doing that.
You don't have to go that extreme on people. If they don't like it, they don't like it. That's the problem with today's society, though. In general, politics has gotten into sports, so you can't get away from it no matter where you go.
Ever since Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like Colin Kaepernick. He was a.
It's fair.
He was a good player. He was fun to watch.
Okay. You know what? Since we don't have much to talk about, we're gonna do little fun topics. This just came in my mind.
Fun.
Who's the GOAT? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Oh, MJ. The only reason I say that is because I'm a Bulls fan and a partial Pacers fan.
So I say it's MJ as well because if you think about it, in the 80s and 90s, NBA was at its peak. It was the most popular it's ever been, and quite
But the
frankly,
best players are in the world are right now. Like Victor Wembanyama, he would
I'm not too sure
literally
about that.
he would literally drop 100 points every single game against 80s competition. He'd be 7-4 going against like 6-8ers.
Not necessarily, because if you look at the stats between now and then, you could actually use defense back in the 80s and 90s, and nowadays they took away that defense from you to use. If you kind of try to even do a little bit of defense, it's a reaching foul or some type of foul. So I don't know how well
know
that
a
would
lot
shift
more
if
about older basketball than I do. New basketball, you're allowed to play defense. You just can't foul. Like there's a Soar Thompson, Amin Thompson. Those are brothers. They're very, very good at defense. And they don't have a lot of offense, but their defense is good enough for them to be top players in the league. And there's definitely not a lot of defense played in the league anymore.
There's a lot of, that's the issue with some of this stuff. So can you really necessarily say a lot of these shooters are better now? Because
all these shooters are better now because they have the technology.
How can you say that though when you can't defend them really, or you're going to get fouled? Like literally, that's how NBA referees now are.
Do you think Larry Bird is a better 3-point shooter than Stephen Curry? Like Stephen Curry is the best 3-point shooter ever because of the stuff that he has right now.
But
like he gets a lot of he has a lot lot of resources to become the best shooter ever.
That's fair, but Stephen Curry doesn't have to worry about defense piling up on him like Larry Bird did, because you have to look at all aspects of it. Like they're both great in their own rights, but I think that Stephen Curry is probably better overall, but at the same time, it's easier to make shots like that when you don't have to worry about defense, if you get what I'm saying. It has become an issue because look at it, look how downwards in a spiral the NBA has became in the ratings and stuff. It's the lowest it's ever been.
The NBA back in the day, when they saw somebody beyond the arc, they're going to sag off a lot more because they don't believe in 3-point shooting, so they're not going to think they're going to shoot it. Nowadays, Stephen Curry's always going to have somebody in his face, at least behind the arc, because, well, maybe when he goes in the paint, no one's trying to touch him because they're not trying to get a foul. But when he's shooting beyond the arc, he's going to have someone in his face nowadays. Back in the day, no one was going to be in your face beyond the arc.
Right.
But in the arc, you're going to get tackled like you're playing NFL football back in the day. And they're not going to call a penalty on that. It was entertaining, but it's not safe for the athletes.
I agree. Okay. But I think there needs to be some changes with defense in the NBA because, again, I am pro defense. I'm like that with every sport kind of thing. I think
you like you liked watching the Seahawks defense perform?
Yeah, I do like defense, but I do also like offense. But it just shows this year, especially in sports like NFL for sure, that defense will win you games more than your offense.
So, do you think the Seahawks and Patriots, right? Do you think that game was closer than the score said or further than the score said? I'm a firm believer that the game should have been 0-40.
I think it was probably a little bit closer. That was just because at the end, Seahawks probably gave up because there was no time left, so they let Patriots do whatever the hell they wanted, giving them their glorious moment kind of thing. And for all the bitches out there that said, "Oh, Drake May is better than Jaden Daniels," no, he's not. Give me a break.
We can agree with that. Jaden had a much better playoff run than Drake May did.
Yeah.
Drake May only had one game over 150 yards in the playoffs, I believe.
We're going to kind of do little mini topics since there's no major news until baseball season. So let's do this. Who's the best that came out of that draft so far? Bo Nix, Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden Daniels?
For me,
the four of those guys.
It's got to be Caleb. He's shown the most. You can't say Jaden right now because, well, you could. He did have that really nice playoff run. I think you guys were just you guys just had a much better team than the Bears have had because you guys were able to make the playoffs with Taylor Heineke, right?
Yeah.
If Taylor Heineke can make the playoffs, Jaden Daniels can make the playoffs, and then he just elevated that team. You guys beat the Buccaneers with Taylor, I believe, and then you guys made it to the NFC Championship, correct or incorrect?
Yes, we did.
And that was a really
Jaden
nice
Daniels.
run. Yeah, with Jaden, and then you guys beat the Bucks with Taylor, I believe.
Yep.
So
well, no, we almost did, but we blew at the end.
Almost did. Sorry. But
It was
you
in
guys
2020.
definitely.
Fun fact
had
about that
good
2020
teams.
playoff run. Like, we had a losing record, but the funniest thing about that was we were the most competitive team who the Super Bowl champions, the Buccaneers, that year. Like, if we knocked them out, we might have had a chance to actually win it all that year.
I could see that, yeah. I didn't realize that was 6 years ago now.
I know. After 2020, it feels like time has just died, and like, you know,
right?
I feel like
time just goes by.
I honestly feel like after 2020, you forget what year it is sometimes. Time has definitely changed. Not to get into conspiracy theories, but something's off with time ever since 2020.
Right.
Where
do you think Tyreek Hill's gonna go? He got released this morning.
Yeah. That's a good one. I have to think about that off. Like, I could see him going to the Broncos.
I like that. They need a receiver, and that would make Bo Nix probably a top 3 quarterback in the league next year. Do you think Bo Nix will return by next year?
Do I think so?
At the start of the year.
I think a few weeks after, because
it was a severe injury.
That's a long recovery time. Yeah. So I think it's going to take a few weeks after opening.
I can't believe he said he may play on painkillers before the game.
Oh boy.
But Jarrett Stidham, he outperformed Drake May.
Oh, 100%.
But I think Tyreek, you got to think about receiver needy teams. I don't think AJ Brown is going to stay with did I just say AJ Brown?
You did.
Bro. Sorry. Well, you know who I'm talking about. He's not going to stay with the Eagles, and he's going to leave the Eagles, and then Tyreek Hill's going to be signed by the Eagles. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to have.
That's not a bad one.
They're going to have Devontae Smith and Tyreek Hill. That's a pretty nice combo right there. And then you obviously have your tight end, and then Jalen, if he learns how to throw the ball this year, like he could last year. I mean, 2 years ago.
People call the Chiefs the football's Dodgers, so like, Chiefs are always a possibility just to swoop up anyone they want.
Just bring back Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be really fun, actually.
I'm thinking of the Bears. The Bears.
I don't know where they're going to fit Tyreek Hill when they have Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, Luther Burden.
But they could still use that with a young guy like Caleb. And same thing goes for, I'm not even being biased, but same thing goes for Patriots and the Redskins or Commanders, whatever you like to call them. I think
the Patriots.
Maybe.
What about the Bills? They need a receiver.
Bills? Yeah, the Bills actually might be
this year. They could have won the Super Bowl.
I think Bills actually might be more likely than the Eagles.
I think so.
Quite frank with you. So I might have to say the Bills for now, but if not, I think he might. Patriots, like I said, like with Drake May, I think
could he stay in Florida?
Pairing.
Go to Jacksonville or Tampa? Tampa doesn't need him. Jacksonville does.
Jacksonville needs him more than the Buccaneers do.
Hey, Jacksonville could make a Super Bowl run next year if they got a guy like Tyreek Hill.
Who else do you think here? Do you like my options on the teams with all young QBs? Or
yeah, a young QB would definitely have a lot of fun with a guy like Tyreek Hill, especially a guy like Caleb with a rocket arm.
Yeah, I mean, I do not want him going to the Eagles for obvious reasons. I think everybody in the chat knows why I wouldn't want him on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why I've been trying to avoid that, even though you brought that up. Thanks a lot. Now you're probably going to jinx the whole thing anyways. So
you think he's just going to go to the Eagles?
don't start anything. If he goes to the Eagles, you know what? I'm gonna fire you from the show, and I'm gonna fire Jake again just because he started the Apple Club, by the way. And I'll rehire you because I don't have another co-host. But I'll fire you for those few minutes out of rage. But again, chat, if he goes to the Eagles, it's all on Isaiah.
What about the 49ers? They don't have a number one.
You think that's a good pairing with Brock Purdy?
I think maybe not with Brock Purdy, but with Mac Jones. I wanted Mac Jones to just stay the starter. He was killing it for the 49ers.
The Raiders.
Nah, that's Fernando
They're building
Mendoza.
up that defense. They're building up that defense, and then gotta get that offense clicking and maybe try to make a quick run for it. You never know.
I think the Raiders are going to get Fernando Mendoza and win it all next year.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
I love Fernando, though.
Tyreek Hill, I think Raiders are actually a dark horse team to get him. So are the Chargers.
What's the difference? So college teams, they'll go to the portal, right? Get like a fifth-year senior quarterback, and he'll be the best quarterback ever. But when an NFL team goes and signs a well-known veteran like Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, or someone like that, they don't perform well. Like, what's the difference? You're signing a quarterback that is experienced, like you're signing a quarterback in college that is experienced, and it helps win games. I don't understand how that doesn't correlate in the NFL as well.
I think because of the competitiveness, maybe.
Maybe these teams are signing too old of veteran quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that could be a definite possibility.
Remember the Aaron Rodgers Jets stint?
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, boy.
One
Is he still with the Steelers? Did he sign a 1 year or 2 year with them?
He did say he's coming back.
To the Steelers?
I believe so. Let's check.
Did he retire?
He could retire.
Do you think he is washed?
His decision is still pending. He hasn't signed. He hasn't retired. Nothing. But that means the Steelers already have a quarterback under him, Will Howard. I think he could do pretty good.
Since there's no real news on, let's just do many rapid fire things like Aaron Rodgers. Where do you think he signs?
I think he retires.
You do?
Yeah. If don't ruin your legacy like Russell Wilson did.
You know who he reminds me of? I know it's a different sport, but Max Scherzer.
I like that.
Because Max Scherzer is like a Hall of Fame baseball pitcher, but he is clearly washed. And Max Scherzer's I can't give it up. Let me
last year.
Not
a lot, but one.
Keep going. Fair enough, but he's not the same as when he was in his prime, obviously.
Not with the Tigers.
Max Scherzer is tarnishing his legacy himself there a little bit, putting on these underwhelming performances, and you expect when a Max Scherzer's on your team, one of baseball's greatest pitchers ever, he shits the bed for your team. So I think they are two of the same, but just two different sports. I don't know if that's a good comparison or not, but
I was telling people a couple months ago that Russell Wilson is still a first ballot Hall of Famer and one of the greats. And people, because of how bad he's played over the last few years, the people that I told that to, they said he's not that good.
That depends. When he was in his prime years, he's that good. I think he still has that chance to be an NFL Hall of Famer, but I think he needs to maybe retire.
He was never top 10 in MVP voting in his whole career.
Really?
Never. Even with crazy good stats.
I have a question then. Where do you think he goes? Did he sign anywhere yet?
I think he signed to the Giants for a long deal, but
okay. So where would he fit best? What team do you think would be the best fit for him? Like with a coach and everything, like help him get back to where he used to be.
He's got to stay as a backup.
You think he's like a permanent backup now?
I could see him maybe going to the Chiefs to back up Patrick Mahomes.
They might need him for like. Is Patrick Mahomes going to be back in time? You think?
His injury is probably worse than Bo Nix's was, so probably not.
So he might not be back in time.
But he did get injured a little earlier than Bo.
That's fair. Bo, you know what? Again, I have to reiterate this to people that don't agree with me. I know I saw some people that disagreed with this, but Bill should have been in that position over the Broncos. The refs helped the Broncos each and every way they could have. It's right there, broad daylight. It was highway robberies. So I think it should have been Bills versus Seahawks in the Super Bowl this year, and we got robbed of that, which we got a boring Super Bowl instead. And I think that if it was Bills and Patriots in that championship game, Bills would have mollywopped them.
I'd agree. The Bills, they lost 2 times against the Patriots, but I don't think they'd beat them the 3rd time.
No.
The Patriots were losing steam.
Look how bad Drake May played in the playoff. I know
the only good game he had was in the Super Bowl, and it wasn't even that good.
See, here's where people are going to try to make that comparison. Oh, why Drake May is better than Jaden Daniels? Because, Drake May actually made it to the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels only made it to the NFC Championship. Here's the difference, folks. Drake May had the easiest path to the playoffs because Patriots had a very easy schedule along the way, and that is true. You can look it up. The schedule is out there in public information, so don't try to deny it and don't try to play politics here. It's just true. And then when they got into the playoffs, they had to face teams like the Strouds. Like I call them that because of Tom Grossi. Shout out to him. He's doing a charity stream, by the way. We'll put the link in the description for that. He's raising $1 million for undue medical debt, and I think that is very amazing. He's going live until he raises that $1 million goal for charity. So all the respect to him. I do like him, and I get a lot of my knowledge from him.
Even as a Bears fan, he's doing a good thing. He's a good guy.
Absolutely. He does a lot of these throughout the year. He goes lives all the time. He doesn't even make money half of his live streams. He does charities upon charities. But back to the point at hand, like with the Patriots, though, they had to face the Texans, and that was easy because CJ Stroud, look at him. He looked like a nervous wreck out there. It looked like he didn't know what he was doing. Then Bo Nix, who unfortunately suffered an injury, he broke his ankle, right? So they had to face a backup Broncos quarterback. Who else did they face? They had the bye week, right?
They faced the Chargers.
Chargers as well, and Chargers aren't. Did they? Okay, So Patriots had the easiest road to the playoffs, and then the easiest road to the Super Bowl that I've ever seen. It might be top 3 easiest road to the Super Bowl. And then what happens when you face a good team is, good team alert. How do we play football? We don't know how to play football. So give me a break about Drake May being better than Jaden Daniels, because Jaden Daniels had to face Baker Mayfield. He had to face the Eagles, and they still put up almost 40 points against them. I know the Eagles put up around 60 because that was because of their running back. And, fuck all the narratives that Jaden Daniels is overrated. I know he had an injury this year, but hey, Jaden Daniels is better than Drake May. I'll go on that rant all day.
Right. I feel like Drake May did have a really good season this year, but his O-line sucks. They should all be working at Amazon.
Yeah. Any other topics? What else you got?
Man, who's the GOAT in football? Isn't this the easiest question ever?
You would think everyone would say
Brady.
Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady. I know people are going to say, but he had the accusations of the deflation of footballs. That happens sometimes. Every one of your childhood,
even Canada's national team is cheating in the Olympics.
Yep.
You've been watching any of the Olympics?
I've been watching it here and there. I haven't been dedicated to watching it. But
Norway
yeah, I've
is
seen-
absolutely dominating. And then the USA
Kicking
is in
some
like
ass.
5th place.
Yeah. Well,
Italy somehow's in 2nd. I didn't know they get snow. Well, I guess they get snow up in the mountains.
I want to visit Italy, but
Northern,
I need to
northern,
follow
southern, central.
more of the Olympics here so I can actually be more in tune to what's going on. But again, with cheating, though, people are going to say Tom Brady cheated. And that always comes from a lot of Yankees fans, I hear, because Derek Jeter had a lot of cheating accusations. That's why his nickname's Derek Cheater. A-Rod, a bunch of steroids. I think Judge might actually be. I'm not trying to blame anyone for anything, but like how he always hits like almost 70 home runs a year.
Judge is just a freak.
He could be. Yeah, that possibility. I think
He's
Judge
6'7".
is great because
6'7".
don't you fucking do that. Oh my god. Yeah, we were doing good without swearing, and then you have to do 6'7".
It has to happen.
Yeah.
When you're
It does
talking
not
about a
have to
guy
happen.
that's 6'7", you have to do it like that.
Oh god. Give me a break. That's the dumbest meme ever. I don't even understand it. It means nothing, right?
It means nothing. No, it means absolutely nothing.
So it's just brain rot.
It is brain rot.
Okay.
But my
What
brain
other-
is pretty rotted.
Who's the GOAT of MLB?
Hmm. When I think of GOATs of the MLB, my most important position is always going to be the pitcher. So, when I'm thinking of great pitchers, who do you think of? Like, who's the best pitchers of all time?
Tom Seaver.
Right. Me personally, it's either going to
up there.
be Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, or Tom Seaver. Yeah, he's pretty good. But what about guys like, you can go into like way back in the day in like 19, like I forget when this guy played. It was like in the 1920s. I think his name was like Walter Johnson.
I think issues with that is like 1920s baseball. It's a very different sport than it is like from the 80s and beyond, 70s, 60s kind of thing. You know what I mean?
So who's the best pitcher from the 2010s and up?
Jacob deGrom.
I'm either going Justin Verlander or Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw's up there, but Jacob deGrom, if you look up his stats, he had some years in the ones for ERA. That man was a nasty motherfucker. I know he had a lot of injuries, but Jacob deGrom is, again, people are going to say, oh, he's only saying
Max
that because
Scherzer
he's
is
a
better
Mets
than
fan.
Jacob deGrom all time.
There's an argument, maybe. I don't know. That's close. But Jacob deGrom is up there for best of the 2010s.
But in my
Fight
opinion,
me on that.
the best player of all time is probably Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
You can always do people like Babe Ruth, right?
Always.
Barry
yeah.
Bonds.
But I don't
Ted
think
Williams,
Babe Ruth is
Hank
that
Aaron.
good.
William Hayes.
I think out of all those guys you said, I'd go Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron's stud, but
Hammer and Hank.
What's your beef with Jacob deGrom?
My beef with Jacob deGrom, I have none. He's just probably like, he's not even top 30 in my top 30 best pitchers, probably.
What? Okay.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Here, I can name you like 10 better than him right now. So,
great.
Walter Johnson, Greg Maddux, Randy Johnson, Tom Seaver, Lefty Grove, if you want to give it to him, he is older. Pedro Martinez, Bob Gibson, Bob Feller. I'm not going to give it to that guy. He's not that old. I think he played in like the 60s. This guy named Warren Spahn. Hey, Gaylord Perry. You ever look at Gaylord Perry's stats? He's good.
No.
Roger Clemens, Cy Young's better.
Have
Justin
you looked
Verlander's
at Jacob
better.
stats before?
Clayton Kershaw's better. Christy Mathewson's better.
No.
What about Max
You-
Scherzer?
I think that's a debate.
Zach Greinke.
Jacob deGrom's up there.
Zach Greinke's better.
No.
Satchel Paige.
No.
Nolan Ryan.
Maybe,
Sandy
but
Koufax.
no.
CC Sabathia.
No. Jacob deGrom's better than.
And then I'd finally go Jacob deGrom after all those guys.
Oh yeah, okay. You are on some substances. I don't know what Jake has been feeding you ever since his surgery, but I think you're on something. Jake? You said your meds went missing. I think I found out who took them.
You think I was the one that took them?
Yeah, I do.
Who do you think the best hitter of all time is?
Of all time?
Let's go the DH position. Somebody that mainly plays DH. Like a guy like, I'd probably say either Frank Thomas or Shohei Ohtani.
If Shohei Ohtani is up there, hitting-wise, Judge is up there. Honestly, some of these new guys...
Is Judge, would you say, is a right fielder or a DH?
He probably should be DH at this stage of his career. He's not that great of a fielder. He's dropped a lot of balls.
You know, that sounds fun. Who's the greatest outfielder of all time?
Ooh. I don't know. Are we talking about because of their hitting as well, or are you talking about their
hitting,
defensive
fielding,
abilities?
Their just whole career.
I think again I'm using some Mets, but I like my Mets. I think Darryl Strawberry's up there.
He's definitely good.
For
me, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson, yeah, I was gonna just say him. I'm trying to think of people that
Ted
were
Williams,
great offensively and defensively. I did mention Ted Williams before.
Oh.
So, well, that was 5 minutes ago, like talking about some.
Or Hammer and Hank. For me, it's Willie Mays or Ted
Ken
Williams.
Griffey Jr.'s up there. Mickey Mantle.
What position did Barry Bonds play? He played outfield, but which
Barry
outfield?
Bonds played left field, I think.
Left field?
Yeah.
He's not the greatest left fielder of all time because that's Ted Williams.
Willie Mays.
Yeah, he's the greatest right fielder of all time, in my opinion.
Okay.
And then Hammer and Hank is probably my number one center fielder.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then let's go shortstop.
Shortstop.
You know, you could always go Derek Jeter if you wanted to be boring. I mean, he was okay.
I think Derek Jeter's overrated.
But yeah, he's a little overrated, I would say, for sure. Who's the best? Yeah, shortstop. That's what we were on. Cal Ripken. You could always give it to Cal. Ozzie Smith. Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks, he's a Cub. For me, it's either Honus Wagner or Cal Ripken. I think Honus played shortstop. He could have played somewhere else in the infield. He's very old, but when you look at his stats, they're really
shortstops. Good. Like there always isn't that like perfect shortstop. So this is like a harder list to kind of detail.
Cal Ripken, he's the perfect shortstop.
You stumped me on this one. Ooh, who's great shortstops, bro? Who's that elite shortstop? Because again, shortstops often are players that can play multitude of positions, kind of thing.
Right. For sure, they could play.
And by the way, if you want to say shortstops, Derek Jeter was not even the best shortstop on this team. If you know, you know.
Alex
A-Rod
Rodriguez
is a better shortstop than him.
He is, yeah. I was just saying something easy. You know, anyone could say.
I would say, you know what? I'll say A-Rod.
I can agree with that. He's probably top 3 for me. Best catcher, you
first
know.
Baseman.
First base. Right. Yeah, we could go first.
We can go catchers first, then first base.
Well, catcher's pretty easy. I'd have to go Johnny Bench. I don't think there's anyone else you could go.
Johnny Bench, that's fair. Yeah, Johnny Bench is definitely that. Okay.
First base is also pretty easy.
I think Keith Hernandez.
Whoa. That's weird.
How?
because there's guys like Albert Pujols, Paul
Keith
Goldschmidt,
Hernandez
Miguel.
but we're talking
What
about
about
fielding
Miggy?
too.
What about Joey Votto? I think Joey Votto is better.
None of them have as many Gold Gloves as Keith Hernandez at that position. I think some of them even combined.
I think
have to
Keith
take into
Hernandez
consideration
is
their defense
probably
as
my
well.
number.
And he's a great hitter.
Keith Hernandez is probably my top 15, but not top 10.
I don't know because he's
good. He's good. His defense is good.
He best defensive shortstop. That's not even a
you
question.
Mean first baseman, obviously.
Yeah, fuck.
You're
because,
just mixed up.
Yeah, first baseman. Yeah, best. You got me all fucked up now, putting out all these positions
Who's
on me.
the best second baseman?
Defensive first baseman. Second baseman.
Rogers Hornsby. He's old. He's very old. Or if you want to go someone a little newer, Jackie Robinson, maybe. Craig Biggio, Ryan Sandberg, Jose Altuve. He's really gotten himself into that conversation.
You think? Maybe. I'm going to give it to Jose Altuve because you know what? You got to throw some more modern guys. Can't always just be your classics.
Let's get a who's the GOAT for third base? It's got to be George Brett. I really can't think of anyone better. Maybe Wade Boggs, but probably not. Adrian Beltre, maybe. No. It's George Brett.
Third baseman.
Nolan
that's a
Arenado.
tougher one. Nolan Arenado is probably up there in the top 5. Again, if you're going to give him that,
Jones.
you have to do it the same. You have to give the same reasonings.
Even
why I
Manny
Keith
Machado.
Hernandez. I'm going to give it to Chipper Jones right now. Probably fair. And
Chipper Jones.
You can look up Keith Hernandez stats. He was a great hitter, base hitter, not power hitter, but great base hitter, and
he gets on
more
base, yeah.
Gold Gloves than anyone in the history of first baseman. So I think that puts you in the category now.
I can say sure. If I'm saying Nolan Arenado is up there for third baseman, yeah. What about
fair is fair?
Who's the better cornerback all time? You have Richard Sherman, and you have Darrelle Revis.
Oh, you cut out there. What was it?
You have Richard Sherman or Darrelle Revis.
For what?
Best cornerback of all time.
All right, that's a good one.
I have to go Richard Sherman. He was guarding much better receiver. I mean, they were somewhat in the same time frame, but Richard's better.
I think it's a tie.
Think
Honestly,
there's anyone better than those two?
No.
Definitely not. I mean, you definitely have guys trending towards that, like Derek Stingley, Patrick Surtain. Christian Gonzalez had the best game I've seen from a corner in a while. Unfortunately, his team couldn't score.
Last fun little game for today, then I gotta run to the store. But okay. Give me a good, crazy out of this world take for this baseball season for any team. Most realistic and unrealistic scenario if everything went awry. Give me some.
I think the Guardians are gonna finish 4th place.
4th place?
I do. Not in the whole MLB.
In their division.
Yes.
Yikes!
Yeah, they're going to be right ahead of the White Sox.
Is that your hot take?
That's my spicy take.
Now,
my
what's
hot
a more
take
realistic?
Is
I want to hear this.
The Braves break the record a day before the Dodgers break their record.
Really?
Yes, of wins of all time. 112 and 113.
I mean, it could be. Now, the more realistic take. What's your
realistic take? The Dodgers break the wins record is my realistic take.
All right, I'm gonna do my hot take first. I think Dodgers have a year like the Chiefs did. They build up a super team, and
I
they
like
collapsed somehow. And then my realistic take is I think Braves have the best. I can't believe I'm saying it. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water.
Yeah, don't puke.
Before I say it.
I know it's gonna make you gag saying this.
Braves are going to have the best record in baseball this year. Oh my God. Why did I say that?
It's
Oof,
gonna be okay. It's gonna
that's
be okay.
disgusting. Disgusting.
Well, we have to end the
Anyway,
show
yeah.
on a brighter note.
Before we do
So-
that, yeah, my botch before I called Keith Hernandez a shortstop, but we were talking about shortstops just before that, and it just was stuck in my brain still. So yes, I know he's a first baseman, you dipshits. Anyway, go ahead and end it on a brighter note.
The brighter note we're gonna end it on. Everybody, y'all have a very good day. It's gonna be a very good day today and
Yes,
the rest
sir.
of the week. You guys are gonna have a nice week.
Absolutely. Once again, go tune into Tom Grossi. We'll have the link into the description. He's going to be live for over a week. Like he just started yesterday. Let me read it
Is he
to you
sleeping?
real quick. No, he's up right now. He's going to be sleeping on stream. He did that last night. He's just going live until he raises his goal.
Penny, even pennies help. Even pennies help. You could donate a penny, and that would help.
It has to be $1 million. So he's doing undue medical debt. He's giving it to people that are very deep in medical debt, and so in the mail one day, like you're just gonna get a letter saying like your medical debt has been paid off. Like he's raising $1 million for this, and he's doing chaotic good. He says, and so if you know him, he has a live. He used to be a teacher, a history teacher. So when he hits the 250K, he'll do a live history lesson. He'll do at 400K Don Rogers live. Don Rogers is like supposed to be a Don, like a mafia boss kind of thing. Like he talks like he's in the mafia kind of thing. 500K, he's gonna work out until he reaches 600K. 600K, he's gonna be in an hour of darkness, blindfolded. 750K, he'll be doing auctions, and at 900K until $1 million, it's no sleep until 1 million. So that's going to be a lot of fun. He does great work. You said you're a fan of him as well, right?
Oh yeah, I love watching his content.
He has like funny characters like Wildflower for the Redskins. Like he's supposed to be some drug addict. Right now, I want on his stream. He's doing the no sitting thing because he has to reach his goal. He can't sit until he reaches 100K.
So how is he gonna sleep?
Hopefully
he reaches 100K, guys. So get onto it.
If you can donate, we'll have links in the description. We can try to pop it up like on the screen here, edit it, and I sent him the photos for it. And go tune into his show. And that's been it for Into Somewhere Sports episode 4. We will do another Into Somewhere Sports episode 5 if there's major news. I don't know if there's much to discuss yet. Any topics you got for next week?
There could be Tyreek Hill could be signed.
If he can, if not, we'll do a fun little one. Like we'll do the best sports games of all time. If there's no news still,
that sounds very fun. Rank all the Maddens.
Yeah, we'll rank all the Maddens and all the MLB the shows and all NBA 2Ks. I don't really play those anymore, but
I love all
we'll
those
try to
games.
rank all of them. And I used to like when MLB did 2K. Those games are fun. I think they're better than the current MLB the Show games. But that being said, thank you for watching Into Somewhere Sports episode 4. Go tune into Tom Grossi. That being said, you can find me over on my Twitter or X at Judgment Day Era, YouTube at Judgment Day Era, and on Instagram at Cody_Onidi_316. Soon to be all my social media handles when the rebrand officially launches. Isaiah, you don't have anything yet, right?
I'm still a caveman.
But he does have a YouTube. Like if you ever see him typing in the chat, like you can just go subscribe to him there. But that being said, we've been out.
Have
and
a
about.
great day, y'all.
Peace out.